Yeah.
So, okay, let's go on with this story.
Yeah. So this huge show has come to Kenya. It's being shot in Kenya. It's called Cook Studio Africa. They have shot the first season, and I'm watching every single video, and I'm wondering, how can I be one of the acts on this show? How can I establish myself as an artist to the point where I'm being called for things like this? Because I've experienced like working with Just a Band, being in the Just a Band mix.
You were on the album, actually.
I was on their album. I got to like perform at one of their gigs.
And now we have Diana Duba singing Have You Seen Her?
Is she around the corner or walking through the street? Where could she be? In the sky, in the trees. I heard them talk about her. Well, is she really real or just a fairy tale? I heard the preacher tell. Well, I look for love in your faces. Can't seem to find her in your words. Well, if you know her, see her, ebony be. It's been such a long time since I felt I belong. The world around me, it just keeps on getting cold. So cold, so dark, so gray. Love, won't you color me? Bring back the sunshine, chase the hate away. Najua haukumbali, si mbali na mi. Ninayo tumaini, tumaini kweli. Niambie uko wapi? Where did love go? Have you seen her friend? Do you care? Do I care? Has she ran away? Where did love go? Have you seen her friend? Do you care? Do I care? Has she ran away? Where did she go on a summer's day?
So I'm watching Just a Band rise, and I'm seeing their artistry, and Bithi was really in that world. So just being like, wow, Just a Band, and there's opportunities to travel, but you have to establish yourself as an act. How do I do that? How can I be an artist? And so I'm just watching Cook Studio over and over, and I'm seeing all these amazing African artists, and they were making them collaborate. I think Karen was on that first season, King Sunny Ade, Octopizzo, Just a Band. So I'm just like, wow, I want to be on this show, I want to be on this show, I want to be on this show. Manifesting this show, manifesting this show, manifesting this show. Bring, bring, bring! My phone rings. Hi, would you like to audition to be a backing vocalist for Cook Studio Africa? And I'm like,
hold on. So this one, you didn't even have to call somebody to call somebody to call somebody?
I did not. I've just been, obsessively watching the videos online, watching these artists being like, wow, how can I do this? I want to be a part of this show. How do I make sure when they do the next season, I can be a part of it? Envisioning it, envisioning it, envisioning it. Then I get a call, would you like to audition to be a backing vocalist? Now, I had a really toxic mentor in the music industry once who was like, never sing backing vocals for people. You can sing for me, but never sing backing vocals for people. You need to establish yourself as an artist. Now, when I had started to edge myself out,
that the person who should not be named.
Yes. Yes. In fact, she was like, don't sing like backing vocals for people anymore. Now that you're trying to be your own artist. She was actually one of the reasons I left church, by the way. Very wounded by that person. But it was one of the reasons that I was like, this church thing, it's too much. But I had been advised by her never to sing backing vocals. So me, I'm like, I was out here trying to manifest being an artist on this show. And then they've called me to be a backing vocalist. I don't want to be a backing vocalist. Then they tell me how much they're going to pay.
You're like, I'll hold the light.
I think like, maybe I should just go and learn.
So hold on. So you go for the audition and you get through.
And I get through. I go for the audition and I get through. And I'm singing with Lisa Odor-Noah. She was also one of the backing vocalists. And Trina Mungai.
Yeah.
So we're all Bapo babes over here.
Yep.
And we're getting to sing for so many different
Hold on,
acts.
Lisa. Oh, this is the first season that you were there.
Yeah.
Lisa was the third BGV.
Yeah, we're three of us. Yeah. So,
you, Lisa, and Trina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, I'm so grateful. If there's something that I'm like,
Can
I'm
I ask
so
how much they
grateful.
paid? You don't have to say. But I know they paid.
I'm telling you, or I'm telling. Is it off the record?
No, this on the record.
I'm
On
not
the
gonna
record, you don't say it. Okay, sir. Okay. This one now is off the record. Here's
Off
where
the
I cut.
record.
Okay, let me come back on the record. Guys, it's a lot. I'm sorry. It's only me who knows. But damn, I want to be a BGV.
Hey, I was like, this gig
And
is
how
nice.
long was it for?
I
how
think
long
it was for 3 months seems to be
no,
the
but-
average.
Of which you're shooting for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's some good money.
It was good money and good experience. Like, it was like music school.
And then you're with the superstars that you want to be around.
Exactly. You're like now seeing, okay, what does it take to be a superstar?
Okay, let's talk. Like, what? Yeah, exactly. So, what year is this that you do Coke Studio season 1?
This is 2013.
This one, and Sanders is the one who's
No, 2014, sorry.
2014. And at this time, hold up, rewind selector. Let me take you back. Can you remember coming down to town to meet me at a cyber cafe and give me your first video?
What?
Who was shot by?
Mbithi?
Yes, at Arboretum.
Oh, too good. That was like my first gospel single produced by Blinky Bill. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
How can you leave? Hey, D, you blocked out this Jesus. You don't even remember shooting that video.
And it's because I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I was a fit when it came to
Yes.
gospel. Like there was no room for me to be like experimental or
that song already was very.
different.
It's after you had done that Blinky Bill, I think, collab or something, and then you did Too Good already was out of the norm. It
It was
wasn't.
so out of the norm. I remember I did an internship at Protel while I was at Daystar. So we have Protel in common. I did my internship for Daystar there, and DJ Pinye of the Beat would edit at Protel, and I had a single out, and I'm like, we're friends, we are in the same space, you play my song, and he's like, your song is very niche, it's too niche, it's not for the masses, I'm sorry, it can't be on the beat. And like his assistant who would edit for him would try to like sneak it in,
because it was there, it was snacking. I remember
it was snacking, and she was in trouble. She's like, why did you put this song on the beat?
guy. So that must have been, I get what you're trying to, no, I'm fully understanding why you're blocking out, because I'm like, why am I remembering your story and you're not remembering your story?
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
But it's this time you're almost wounded. It's almost trauma. It's almost like this, your music and the gospel was slightly trauma. Everything from hip hop all the way to too good.
Yeah. It was. I've experienced a lot of rejection in my life, even on this other side of secular music. That's one of the wounds.
Recurring.
That's one of the recurring cycles. You're not enough, or what you do is not acceptable, or what you do is not validated, or what you do is not the thing people want. And wanting so desperately to be wanted and to be seen and to be celebrated. So that root of unworthiness, that experience of rejection, it's been there in my life, and being able to identify it and to heal it, has been like one of the blessings of my life.
Let me ask, just to go back to the music, if there's one thing I know about you and I still think about you till today, I think when it comes to writing, and I've said it in a few CTs, when it comes to writing hooks, you're probably the most gifted, one of the most gifted hook writers. Like you and Bien can go toe to toe when it comes to writing a hook, a melody, a hook. And you're not stuck to one genre. So why didn't you just be like, this sound that I like, people, the Isikutis and all of these other things, it's too niche and people won't do this. Why don't I just do it? Like Nairobi for me wasn't a fluke. So I'm like, they can do this any day in our sleep. Why didn't you just do that and be like, this is what you guys want, let me just give you what you wanted? Yeah.
But I did. That has been now the past few years of my career, where I was like, oh, you don't like that? You like this? This is what works. Okay, let me try to switch myself more. And it came with the understanding of Coke Studio, because I got to see, to work with so many different kinds of artists, that they fell into 4 categories. I started to see music in colors. And they would fit into every artist would fit into either one.
Let's break this thing down. And at this time, by the time you're joining Coke Studio, have you dropped your first album?
I drop it after the first season of
Coke Studio.
Actually.
And have you changed your name to Mayonde?
Yeah. I have changed. Now I'm like, at Coke Studio, I was like, now we need to shift this thing. We need a change. We need to figure out a way to establish ourselves as an artist. So after watching all these artists, I'm like, actually, my middle name is more interesting. And I found very many people would call me by that name, especially guys. I don't know why. They'd be like, Mayonde. I'm like, okay.
And Mayonde is from?
It's from Rwanda.
It's from, what does it mean?
Okay, so I have grandmas who are twins, and one had like really big cheeks, so she's called Matama, and my sister is named after her. And another one had a really slim face, so I was named after her, Mayonde.
Okay.
Yeah, so she with the slim face.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's take this thing very slow. Coke Studio, I'm sure it sounds like a huge turning point in your life.
Huge.
So you join Coke Studio, you're one of the 3 background vocalists, BGVs. So let's start. What are you learning? What's happening? How does work look?
Yeah.
We know that the pay is good. I know how much, but it's good.
It's good. So